Since its television premiere in 2010, Downton Abbey has attained a sizable following that enjoys watching the lives of these aristocrats and their servants, enough that it has even spawned a trilogy of films, including this newest one, Downton Abbey, the grand finale. With several characters and subplots to follow, there's a lot to take in as the film jumps between these multiple storylines, and admittedly some are more interesting than others. It is not exactly the most welcoming film to newcomers, although most people who have not watched the television series or prior movies were likely not going to watch this anyway. Longtime fans of the series will be happy to revisit the characters again and see the drama that unfolds in that mansion. The Depression-era 1930s setting allows for some new complications, although the film also has other things on its mind, mainly the divorce of Mary Crawley and the scandal that entails at a time when England did not look favorably at it. The film addresses the absurdity of this reaction, something it could have even explored a bit more. However, there are several events going on that creator Julian Fellowes also wants to get into, like the arrival of an American interested in helping their fortunes, the heads of the Crawley household trying to decide the next step in their lives, a writer wanting to meet with Noel Coward, and of course, the servants. That's a lot, which feeds into the notion that he wants to give every character one possibly final chance to shine. The actors have all grown accustomed to these roles and have a complete understanding of their characters at this point. Paul Giamatti, who guest starred in an episode of the series, also serves a guest role here and provides some amusing comic relief. The highlight of the cast, though, is Penelope Wilton. Even without Maggie Smith to trade witty remarks with, she gets some nice biting moments when coming to Mary's defense. Speaking of Smith, the film gives her a worthy tribute celebrating her impact on the series. With so many characters to go around, it can feel like some get shortchanged a bit, even as the movie makes an attempt to give everyone their due. With a lot of the focus on Mary, her sister Edith is largely in the background, but does eventually get one important scene. The servants also mostly give a few heart-to-heart conversations, but are largely there to be, well, servants. One can honestly imagine a lot of the individual storylines being the subject of a single episode instead of trying to fight for screen time in this 2-hour movie. Nonetheless, the pleasantness of this world remains 3 films in, along with a high drama. Despite the title, Downton Abbey, the grand finale, does still leave the door open a bit for the potential reunion of these characters down the road. After all, the world continued to undergo some major changes in the 30s and 40s that would surely affect the lives of the Crawleys. Even then, Julian Fellowes and director Simon Curtis want to make sure these characters that fans have grown to know are allowed that moment. Even with everything going on, the narrative never becomes overly complicated, and there's enough intrigue in a few of the arcs. For the most part, the fan base will probably get exactly what they come to Downton Abbey for.